Hey guys, Rob from Cigar Federation here with you at IPCPR 2016. We're in the Nat Sherman booth. I'm here with Michael Herklots, Vice President of Nat Sherman. He's going to tell us all about some of the new stuff, some of the old stuff, a little bit of everything. Michael, thanks for taking the time.
Good to see you, man.
Appreciate
Welcome.
it. So we've got some of the new releases here, the Metropolitan Selection. That's the new one, right?
Well, Metropolitan Selection has been a staple in our portfolio since 1994. It's been made by the Quesada family, both in a Connecticut wrapper and a Maduro wrapper. Classic 1990s cigar. You know, mellow, easy, smooth, same blend in two wrappers. Like I said, we've had that cigar consistently since 1994. It's been a great seller for us. People love it. We decided to bring a new world offering to what is certainly a very old world line of cigars, and so we did that with the Metropolitan Habano. So 5 sizes, very relevant sizes. It's a Nicarguan Puro, beautiful Habano wrapper that's made with the Plascencias family. It's right in line with price. We gave it a much fresher look compared to what Metropolitan was, so we took advantage of that and gave the other Metropolitans a bit of a facelift as well. So smaller box counts, fresher sort of half wrap style, but on the Maduro and on the Connecticut, the cigars are exactly the same cigars as they have been for the last 20 years. And obviously we plan on having Habano on the market for another 20 years. But very exciting cigars. Price range, retail, you're looking from the high $4 up to about $8. With the Tycoon, which is an 8x70, that's $10. We also added a 6x60 to the Connecticut and the Maduro, which we never had. Those are $7.25 retail, same as the Gordo and the Habano.
So the Habano, to me, sounds like it's probably more towards that modern palate. So it's a Nicaraguan Puro, so it's going to have a little bit more punch, a little bit more strength to it.
Yes and no. So we believe very much that when we bring something to market, we're not bringing something to market to compete with a trend. Obviously, if something's a trend, then people are already doing it better than we are. It's not responsible for us to go after that space. So we spend a lot of time trying to identify where there are opportunities, where there are holes of missing products, and then what can we bring to market to fill those gaps. In this case, it's a Nicaraguan Puro. It's new world, it's relevant, but it's very medium. It's flavor over strength. It's a great product. We're super excited about it. But I think it stands alone as a Nicaraguan Puro when you look at the others that are available on the market.
Interesting. I like that, flavor over strength. Sometimes I feel like when you talk about trends...
Trademarked.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll put that on trademark. Well, you talk about trends in the industry. That trend over the last few years, obviously the larger ring gauges has been a trend, but I think that's here to stay. I feel like we all can probably agree on that. But I feel like the trend is going away from those super power, heavy, knock-in-the-teeth cigars and really going back to flavor.
A company can only diversify into a space that they're not in, right? Okay. So traditionally, cigars in the American market were mellow, right? The only way those companies could diversify and stay in business were to go towards strength, right? And at the same time, you had new cigar companies coming in, trying to come up with product that stands alone from what's already on the market. Strength was the open space. Yeah. So that pushed the trend. But now, how do you diversify? The only way a lot of these companies can diversify then is to go in the space they're not, which for a lot of these folks is toning down and becoming mellow and more old world. We've been around 86 years and counting. Yeah. We are, if you look at our trajectory of brands and lines as a company, we have never followed trend, we have led trend. We tend to be more innovative in our creativity than just trying to follow market. In fact, I mean, as a great example, we added the 6x60 in Metropolitan. Obviously, 6x60s have been popular for a long time. It wasn't a space that we needed to be in, right? But eventually, when something goes from trend to being absolutely core, you know...
It's a staple size now, yeah.
Now we have to do it. And so that's our responsibility as a brand to make sure that when something is that in demand, that's that regular, we have to do it. So we introduced 6x60s here. We also introduced a 6x60 in our Timeless Dominican, and we added a Robusto as well to that, a 4 3/4 by 50.
You know, that was the second time that you mentioned the responsibility of the brand. I like the way that you described that. I mean, you're not trying to fit and trying to be something that you're not, but at the same time, there's certain things that as a brand you have to do.
So Nat Sherman was a person first, right? and then Nat Sherman became a place, and then Nat Sherman became a thing. But Nat was a retailer, and we still have one store. It's in New York City, where we've always been. Yeah. The location has changed, but our philosophy has not changed, and that is that we want to have the best of the best, our brands as well as other brands. Mm-hmm. So we have an advantage because we take our retail business very seriously, even though it's one store, and our humidor does not have a big empty section that says "coming soon" next IPCPR, right? So, like every other store in the country, every humidor is filled with products that have been released year after year after year after year. And so, if we're going to bring something to market, why would we do something to jeopardize our inventory positions in our own store? And why would we do the same to our retail partners around the country who are in the same scenario, right? So again, we take our time. We're deliberate. We come up with a plan. We execute the plan. I mean, everything that we're showing at this show has been in the works since the last show, right? So we don't make decisions in haste. There's no last minute. This has been thought out. It's been planned. It's deliberate, and everything we're showing, we're shipping right now.
Awesome. Well, I as for myself, I mean, we talk about Cigar Federation. I need to get more familiar with the Nat Sherman lines. I've had the Timeless in both the Nicaragua and it's Dominican, correct?
Yep.
There's two different ones. I've had both of those, and I enjoyed both of those cigars. Anything else that somebody should check out if they're checking out Nat Sherman for the first time?
Yeah, look, every cigar we make is great. Every cigar we make, again, stands out, has a unique space. The Timeless collection was really the first effort in this sort of new era for Nat Sherman. After Timeless Dominican, Timeless Nicaragua, we introduced 1930. 1930, it's actually this guy up here. It's an understated cigar. It's understated packaging, but it's a great blend. It's Nicaraguan and Dominican. There's a couple of Heros in the blend. There's a Dominican Corojo wrapper. It's got great body. It's bright and spicy. It's excellent, and I think sometimes that gets lost a little bit. Yeah. But it's a tremendous cigar. Our Sterling collection is literally the opposite. It's elegant. It's buttery. It's creamy. It's sophisticated. When we launched that cigar, we launched it only in elegant vitolas, Petit Corona, Lonsdale, and Corona Gorda, nothing over 46. Last year, we introduced it in a couple larger sizes, but nothing over 52. It's expensive, but it's tremendous. And our Epoca line, Epoca was the first brand Nat Sherman owned before Nat Sherman became a brand. And so we brought that product back. We replicated the packaging. It's a great cigar. It's fuller than it looks because it's got an Ecuador shade wrapper. So sometimes people think it's going to be mellow. It's not. It's rich. It's big. I think we have a lot to offer in our portfolio. We're we're wide in experience. We have something for everyone, every price, every blend, every size. But I think, credit where credit's due for us. Our products, once they're out, we maintain them. We have not grown our business based on what's new. We've based our business on what's great, what's consistent, and what am I going to like every time I go back to it. And I think, we've proven time and time again that our investment, not just in creating product, but more importantly, maintaining product year after year after year, is what's continued to allow us to be on the shelves for 86 years.
Awesome. Michael, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Really do appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
You can't see outside of just the camera shot, but the booth is absolutely packed, so it speaks to everything that you said. So congratulations, great success. Guys, thanks for checking out of the Cigar Federation coverage of IPCPR 2016.